This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Steve Mumm. Nice to have you along this hour. We're on location in the Spokane Transit Authority Plaza in downtown Spokane. I'm very pleased to have Mark Rypien here as my guest from the Rypien Foundation. Mark, thanks so much for coming by.
Absolutely, Steve. Thank you.
I just saw you at the Boys and Girls Club breakfast.
Yeah,
Sure,
we're getting around town here. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hate to talk about a tough thing, but you had kind of every parent's worst nightmare. You lost a 3-year-old son, Andrew, to cancer. And first of all, my condolences, but you did a wondrous thing in the creation in response to that with the Rypien Foundation. And tell us about how you've helped so many families in this
Well,
area.
I think the one thing, it's something you don't wish on your worst enemy, never mind someone you love and miss every day. So with that said, after you get through a little bit of the healing part of what you're going through, and you never go through the total healing, there's always anniversaries of birthdays and things that come up that you remember Andrew by. But Randy Bronner and myself co-founded the Rypien Foundation, felt that there was a need and an opportunity to help families and children here in the Spokane area. And so we set this thing up with a focus on trying to get as much leverage and as much dollars as we possibly can from doing different events that we'd chaired in years past, and like the Boys and Girls Club and Children's Miracle Network. I was a chair of that, an event they used to have up there. So we had an opportunity over the years to be a part of a lot of great charitable organizations, and we used all this knowledge and this ability to kind of set up our foundation. One of the things we wanted to do was fund this thing where 100% of our money was going directly towards what we wanted to have done. And with
that's because you've got underwriters that are paying for everything. So when you go to the Zach Charity Open or the Winemakers Dinner, 100% of that money is going to help families and kids.
Absolutely, and that was important to us. So we had this group of underwriters, businessmen and women in town that were very generous to give, and all our overhead costs of Amber, our only one paid employee who does a fantastic job with our foundation, and all the office expenses are taken care of. So we can give to these children and their families. And our mission statement is to be the premier provider of hope with families battling childhood cancer.
And that hope, it comes in so many forms, because you're really doing some great things on helping some of the treatments with music therapy and different things like this, but you're really working on quality of life for these families that are going through a very, very tough time.
Absolutely, Steve. You hit it on the head. I think the one thing we're not going to be able to put a dent in is the research for cancer. These children are going through stringent programs of chemotherapy and radiation, and they're in for long periods of time. So while they are in there, and we give them an opportunity for their life and their family's life to have some sense of normalcy, some sense of stability that comes when that diagnosis gets forthright. So when that happens, your whole world's turned upside down. We want to make that transition a little easier. We first of all, when children come in, get diagnosed, we give them one of these wonderful hope chests, which are full of things that kind of make them smile, make them feel that this process they're going through is going to be a little easier than what they maybe first imagined.
And the research shows that those kind of things do have an impact on people's their results and their progress and all of those things.
Absolutely.
So sweet and smart.
Yeah. Well, we're not the brightest lights in the Christmas tree, but we try to figure things out that maybe and having a great board and having a great group of people around us that give us ideas and principles. We're one of, I think, only 3 or 4 hospitals that has a children's theater that was funded through the golf tournament and the Winemakers Dinner, where children can go up there and have one night of the week where they can be like anyone else and enjoy movies with their family with popcorn. And we have businesses that donate pizzas and popcorn, and so we try to bring the community involved too. And I think with that, it's all about networking. We have a great group, like I say, of board members. And
I hate to jump in because we've got about 30 seconds left, and I really want you to tell how can people support the foundation.
Just get on rypienfoundation.com. There's a way you can give your dollars through a process, and of course the 2 events that we have, which are tough to get into, the Winemakers Dinner and the golf tournament, because they are so successful. But those are 3 venues that I think are the best way. But get on our website, take a look at what we're doing, see the impact that we're having on the lives of these young kids and their families.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve.
for being here. Thanks for tuning in. See you again next time.